Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Bagide Imo TV. I am your street Femi, Moriwe Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Fuel scarcity. Your days are numbered. Nigerian slams. Femi Adesina. Mother cries out over missing lady in BRT. Seeks help as police search for a driver. Viral voice note revealed missing BRT passenger struggle with our abductors. Brother. Ogun court frees hoodlum terrorizing Lafenwa traders. It's surprising I became a bandit. 3G. Ukraine invasion. FG evacuate third batch of Nigerians from Hungary. Another foreign story. War. US NATO declare possible deployment of more mercenaries to Ukraine. And sports story. Nigeria versus Ghana. We have to be careful with Fred Indidi. The news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari's spokesman, Femi Adesina, has been criticized for his statement on the lingering fuel scarcity over Nigeria. Adesina, in his latest weekly article titled Knock Knock, Who's There?, said heavens would not fall over the current fuel scarcity and Nigeria will survive like always. The presidential aide recalled that Nigerians had experienced a similar situation in the past and they survived. His statement has since been condemned by Nigerians who took to social media, calling him out for being heartless to the pains of those who voted his government into power. They chastised him for being insensitive to the plight of Nigerians queuing at fuel stations since February. Here are some comments gathered by Daily Post from Twitter. Deji Adeyanju, Femi Adesina is why nobody trusts government critics. 95% of critics and activists turn out to be more heartless and hopeless than the people they criticize once they get into the government. At Unekwe, Femi Adesina said the heavens will not fall over the current fuel scarcity and Nigerians will survive like always, which see finish past this one. And to all the words from Twitter accounts which reads and goes against what Femi Adesina says concerning Nigeria during this fuel scarcity. And the next story. It happens that there's an abduction from an BRT in Lagos, and the story has it that the mother of missing daughter has cried out over a child, Miss Oluwabamse Ayinwola, who got missing in a BRT bus on Friday while returning to hotel from Maja. It was gathered that Ayinwola boarded the bus with registration number 240257 going to Oshodi at about 7 p.m. at Chevron bus stop. Sensing danger as bus driver did not pick any other passenger, Ayinwola sent message to her friend using voice note telling her to pray for her as she became suspicious of the driver. And in response, her friend told her to alight at Oshodi bus stop before Oshodi bus stop. In the voice note, it shows that the driver said he liked Oluwabamse and asked for her number and other details. She also sent a video to her friend showing out that the bus is and the number of people in the bus. She said there are 3 men and 1 woman in the bus. The woman is sitting at the back. That's the number of the bus in case. Please pray for me. That was the last I heard from her, according to her mother. A family member, Mr. Johnson or Milano, said Oluwabamse had not been seen since she left Aja on Friday. We met with the BRT general manager and 3 other management staff told us that the matter was being shared on social media and that might jeopardize police investigation. The BRT management told us they were working with the police to make sure the missing girl is found. The management also told us that they do not employ drivers directly and that the consultants involved are being sanctioned because of the incident, Omilani said. Police spokesperson in Lagos, Adekunle Ajisebutu, confirmed that the incident was under investigation. He said the Commissioner of Police, Abiodun Alabi, has directed that no stone should be left unturned to locate the whereabouts. Some such parties have also been organized. And to the next story is coming from the continuation of that story we talked before. The family of a 21-year-old tailor, Bamse Ayinwola, has raised alarm over alleged abduction by a driver of the Lagos Bus Services Limited. The said Bamse's whereabouts had been unknown since the boarded an LBSL bus, popularly known as BRT, at the Chevron area of Lekki en route to Oshodi on February 25, 2022. City Round gathered that the Ekiti State indigene boarded the bus at 7:30 p.m. and became suspicious when the yet to be identified driver told her to sit one the back said. A source who did not want to be named said Bamshe, who became uncomfortable, sent out voice notes and a short clip to express her concern to one of our friends. On her way home, the driver picked up 2 men and 1 woman. This made her calm down a bit. Then she told us she would alight at Oroshoki, who called her and noticed something was unusual about the way she was talking. We tried to reach out to her again, but her phone was unreachable. Then we waited a bit, thinking it was probably due to a low battery, only for our parents to contact us on Sunday that Bamishe wasn't home yet, and since then, we have been at the Ocean BRT Terminal 3. We were told to sit and wait for the driver to come. The driver did not show up, the source added. In a series of voice notes exchanged between Bamishe and a friend, which were shared on social media, she was telling the friend in Yoruba that the bus stopped to pick her up but did not pick other passengers. Sensing danger, she was said to have made a short video showing the silhouette of the driver and what looked like a vehicle number. The clip, which was obtained by a city round, also showed that the bus was not well lit. Our mother was seen in a video trending on social media waiting in front of a bus number 240257 in one of the terminals of LBSL, said to be the bus Bamishe had boarded. This is the vehicle that Bamishe boarded. It has been packed. They say they cannot find the driver. Bamishe boarded the vehicle at Aja and said she was coming to Oshodi. The vehicle got to its destination, but the child did not get home. We can't find her. They must find Bamishe for me. I didn't tell her to go to Lagos to die, she lamented. The missing lady's elder brother, James, told correspondent on Friday that Bamishe was struggling with someone on the bus during last phone conversation with her. James said the family had been having sleepless nights since the 21-year-old went missing. He said the driver took to his heels as we speak. He is at large. We learned that he no longer resides where he claimed he resided. It is a case of kidnapping. Moving forward to Ogun State, a chief magistrate at an Ogun State court, I.O. Abudu, sitting at the Shabo area of Abeokuta on Friday, has discharged one Tajuddin Alatishi for terrorizing Lafenwa traders. Platform Times gathered that Alatishi was tried for allegedly breaking into a tailor shop at Lafenwa on December 2021 through the ceiling and stole 4 sewing machines, 1 weaving machine, and an electric bulb. Platform Times also gathered that he was also tried for terrorizing and extorting outside traders in Lafenwa markets. The suspect, however, told the court that he is not guilty of the allegations against him. In our judgment, the court said there is no concrete evidence to show that he broke into the shop and stole the aforementioned equipment. The chief magistrate said the owner of the burgled shop said she only suspected Alatishi due to his illicit behavior in the community and admitted that Alatishi is known for terrorizing and extorting outside traders at Lafenwa. However, she discharged the suspect on the ground that there is no concrete evidence showing that he burgled the tailor shop and warned Alatishi against being involved in any form of hooliganism or extortion again. And so the next story is coming from the banditry aspect. A notorious bandit, Bello 3G, has opened up on his past, leading to his becoming one of the most dreaded bandit terrorizing communities in Nigeria, especially in the northwestern part of Nigeria. Bandits like 3G have been terrorizing villages in northern Nigeria for years, killing thousands of people and displacing a lot more. They also engage in isolated and mass abductions, including incidents in at least 10 schools in less than a year. In a recent report, Daily Trust chronicled how hundreds of thousands of villages had been displaced from their settlements, with many of them seeking refuge in Nigeria Republic and other Nigerian cities as governments in the affected states failed to provide camps for displaced persons. In an exclusive chat aired as part of a Trust TV documentary tagged Nigeria's banditry, the inside story 3G, who hails from Fakai village of Shinkafi local government area in Zamfara state, however said it was unbelievable to people who knew him that he strayed into the criminal activity. In separate clips streamed at an event to premiere the documentary in Abuja on Friday, 3G said his first experience of slaughtering a human being was on the market day at Shinkafi. I hadn't taken up arms by then. I was herding cattle. Then if my father wanted to sell any of his cows, I would take it to the market for him. After I sold it, I would come to the enemy's compound before returning home in the evening. The enemy of Shinkafi knows me. He knew me from many years ago. If he is told that 3G would become a bandit, he would not believe it because he knew we fully could not become rustlers. But it was what they were doing to us that became unbearable. 3G's claim was in reference to the activities of community self-help volunteer force called Young Sake, whose ruthlessness, he said, made him and some other Fulani youth to become bandits. A researcher in the Ahmadu Bello University ABU Zaria, Dr. Abubakar Siddiq Mohammed, interviewed as part of the 29-minute documentary, acknowledged that the activities of the volunteer force inflamed the banditry problem across the affected states. In the ethnic tension brought out by the documentary, both sides of the conflict are engaged in ruthless killings over the claim of self-protection or revenge or vengeance. Speaking on restrictions placed in September last year to suppress the activities of the banditry, Chiruji said, "It is not right to deny Fulani entry into Shinkafi. It's a local government for all citizens. If you deny Fulani entry, where are they supposed to go?" Now to some foreign story. The third batch of Ukraine-based Nigerians from Hungary has touched down at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja. No fewer than 165 Nigerians arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on Friday at about 11:50 p.m. local time from Budapest, Hungary. The returnees are expected to meet with the health services for medical checkups. Thereafter, they would proceed to fill some documents, after which sum of $100 would be given to them as part of the 8.5 million naira approved by the federal government for the 5,200 Nigerians in Ukraine. The airlines within the next few days are expected to evacuate over 2,000 Nigerians, mostly students from the war-torn country. So far, 757 has been evacuated. The Air Media and Public Relations Unit Nigerian in Diaspora Commission, NICOM, Abdul Rahman Balogun, confirmed their arrival. They were received by officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Sadiya Umar Farouk, officials of the National Emergency Management Agency, and Nigeria Diaspora Commission, among others. Still on the world news, Russia is set to send up to 1,000 more mercenaries to Ukraine in the coming days and weeks and could bombard Ukraine to submission, CNN reports. The US and Western officials expect Russia to increase the pace and strength of its strikes on key Ukrainian population centers, including the capital Kiev, to achieve a faster result. Russia is now prepared to bombard cities into submission. CNN quoted a senior intelligence official who added that this could include a significant increase in the number of civilian casualties. It is a very crude approach, the official said. The heavier weapons are not just heavier in the weight, they are also heavier in terms of the damage that they can inflict, and they are far less discriminating, CNN quoted US officials are saying. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said the days to come are likely to be worse. According to him, there would be more death, more suffering, and more destruction in Ukraine as the Russian forces bring in heavier weaponry and continue their attacks across the country. Speaking at a press conference in Brussels on Friday, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the Kremlin's attacks are inflicting an ever-increasing toll on civilians there. He noted that hundreds, if not thousands, of civilians have been killed, many more wounded as citizens of other countries. Finally, sports story. Nigerian midfielder Wilfred Inidi has warned his teammates to be careful ahead of this month's 2022 World Cup qualifier playoff against Ghana. The Leicester City star warned his colleagues not to make out of single Black Stars player. The first leg of the tie will be played in Cape Coast on March 25th before Abuja holds the reverse fixtures 4 days later. Inidi has been included in the 32-man squad for both games by interim head coach Augustin Eguavon and is very keen to play in the World Cup again. It will mean a lot for us to go back to the World Cup, and they told ESPN. But Ghana will not be easy. To be honest, we'll have to be careful about the whole team and not just any specific players. It will be 2 tough games. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. Fuel scarcity, your days are numbered. Nigerian slammed Femi Adesina. Mother cries out over missing lady in BRT, seeks up as police search for driver. Viral voice notes revealed missing BRT passenger struggle with her abductors. Ogun court frees hoodlum terrorizing Lafenwa traders. We also brought to you, it's surprising I became a bandit, 2G. And the foreign story, Ukraine invasion. FG evacuate third batch of Nigerians from Hungary. War, US, NATO decry possible deployment of more mercenaries to Ukraine. And finally, sport. Nigeria versus Ghana, we have to be careful with Red Indy. Thank you for watching. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. These are the things that will make you access our broadcast as well. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placements of your goods and services, coverage of event and function, the phone number streaming on your screen is a direct line to call for bookings of advert only. Thank you for watching. I am Moriwe Rebila Lawa. Good evening. Keep watching BGI TV, bringing you the best.